Well, hello. How's it going, folks? We're going to play a little bit of Medieval 2 today. It's definitely a campaign we've had going here on the channel for a while, so if you haven't seen the other episodes, just look in my video manager and take a look for the other parts of this medieval campaign. We are, of course, playing in the Americas, so that's what's a little bit different here than your average, I guess, Medieval 2 campaign, and we're trying to win as Glorious España. So we'll see how we do, of course. And I think we're about to get into a pretty big battle here. I'm not 100% sure on that, but one thing we're definitely doing is we're bringing over more and more men to be able to essentially take over this area. So Veracruz, for instance, is definitely an area we want under our control, and I'm actually dropping Gonzalo de Caracedo here, as you can see. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get there before the rebellion begins, but if not, his brother can, and his brother is Pascual de Caracedo. Okay. So these two brothers hopefully are going to bring stability back to this region. I can't promise anything. What's going on, buddy? He doesn't like the rain. You don't like that rain, do you? I know. I know. Rain sucks. That's my... That's bullet. Hey, stop that. Gotta go. Silly guy. Alright, so we're going to go here. I don't think there's much we can do in terms of building right now. We're basically just waiting for them to attack the army of Horacio Corral. You can see all of the enemies here. There are so many Tarascans, and it's just, I almost want to say unfair, but it's just crazy how many enemies there are here. So let's see what we can do. I'm definitely going to merge these guys, and I might be able to take some units from Santa Cruz, because we actually have an army here. So let me take some of the dismounted conquistadors, and I'm going to try to get to this city as quickly as possible. I'm also going to go ahead and chase the Tlaxcalan family member, and I'm definitely going to face him in battle with Ferran Bernaldo. So let's go ahead, see if we can take this army out. The enemy has so many men, we really need to start knocking them down. Hey, how's it going, Red Ross? Good to see you, man. I always want to call you Red Cross. I don't know why. Always love to hear the speeches here.
I have many terrible scars, but all of them were taken.
Hey Sam, good to see you, mate.
Shortly, I may take another wound, if God wills it, for I do not intend to skulk in the manner of a Frenchman. That is of no account, though, for I mean to have victory wherever the pain to my person. And at the last, be of good heart. A battle's a little thing set against the works of God. If we fear, we die 1,000 times. And I would die but once in the company of good men. So if you would be brave, follow me!
This guy seems like a pretty damn good general. At least his speech suggests so. But as you can see, the enemy, they're up here on an actual hill. Really smart by the enemy. I might go ahead and want to just spread my guys out over here again. But then again, we also have better equipped men than the enemy for the most part. They still have their Jaguar warriors, stuff like that. But for the most part, we are better equipped. Let's see if we can't get our archers here to immediately get some targets. I'm not having them run. I'm not trying to tire out the guys. Have I played Company of Heroes Opposing Fronts? Oh yeah, definitely. Many times. I was big into the original Company of Heroes, actually. Alright, let's actually get the archers to move up a little faster. It looks like we've got a little rain here. I really want to force the enemy to come off the hill. That's my biggest goal. Because facing them going up the hill, it's not going to be good for us. And of course, I'd rather waste our native mercenaries if I can help it, as opposed to our actual men. Fuego! Nice, bought it last week. There's also, Red Ross, if you like the original Company of Heroes, you should check out the community. There's a World War I mod that's really good. And just a bunch of mods available in that community. What you doing, buddy? What you doing, buddy? Come here. Come here. What's going on? Being silly today. Alright, we're going to begin the attack. Here we go. Now, I usually pause for these attacks, but I think we'll be alright. I'm just going to try to overwhelm them. We absolutely outnumber them. Conquistadores. Let's also send these guys in that actually have quite a lot of combat experience. And we want to take our cavalry and try and just get around the enemy. Obviously flanking them completely. So let me grab 1, 2, 3, 4. And with these guys, I'm just going to run over here. Or not really run, but gallop. That's the correct wording. I'm going to gallop over here.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
And I mean, just like the actual time period, you know, this is all basically playing factions off against each other. There are natives that are willing to, of course, help us for gold, alcohol, tobacco, weapons, things like that. And they're right now basically the reason that we're able to stay in country. Otherwise, we just wouldn't have enough men. And we wouldn't be able to afford the men we have, because even our conquistadors, these guys right here, they're pretty expensive to keep around. Our native units, though, they're not expensive at all. Let's go straight for the Jaguar Warriors. That's their elite troops. So I'd love to just wipe out that unit of Jaguar Warriors. Yeah, Obsidian Blades can absolutely hew the head off a horse. It's happened before, so it can happen again. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's really cool, Red Ross. I will say the campaign in Company of Heroes, I really enjoy it. It's one of the things I really liked about Call to Arms, the recent sort of real-time strategy game that came out, because the campaign was good, and it's pretty rare these days, especially with strategy games, that they put a lot into the campaign. Same with Ancestors Legacy, by the way. A really great campaign, and actually that game has been compared to Company of Heroes, but just the medieval version. And I totally get why. There we go. That is a dead Tlaxcalan. And their armies all over the place. Now, this guy has he's known for his brutality. So, number one, I'm going to try to capture more units. And number two, I am going to slaughter every single one of these enemies. Got to show the enemy that we are brutal. So, we've been too chivalrous. And that actually lost us a few family members. Run them down. No problem, buddy. Yeah, I think that's pretty much enough. I mean, we can go ahead and chase him a little bit more just to make sure. That's what we're going to do, but for the most part, I think we've got all the prisoners we're going to get out of these enemies. They just have so many armies over there in the center that we've got to be wiping as many of them out as possible. Okay, there we go. Exit battle. And that's a clear victory. 267 prisoners. And you know what? With that many men, maybe losing them isn't going to make a big difference. I'm going to actually ransom them. Now, they rejected them, so we had to kill them. But we did just give them a choice. So, I think that was pretty fair.
The day is ours. The enemy are beaten. We can march no further today. Your will.
Here at Santa Cruz, we've got another army that we do eventually want to send out. But for now, guys, we just have to be patient. Let's go over here. And the British, look at that, man. They haven't attacked us yet, but they very well could. And we want to grab an army fairly soon and send it out.
Yes. Orders. March.
So here we go. Hopefully the British don't attack. But we're sending this army to wipe out the last of the Mayan cities. Then we don't have to worry about them anymore.
Honor to lead this army. Yes. Great leader. Commend me. Mighty. Onward.
And the rest of these guys can go ahead and go to Chetumai, keep the city in control, and we'll end the turn. Also, guys, we've gotten a few reports of people not getting notifications for these streams. Please make sure that you're hitting that bell next to the subscription button, or else you will not get a notification from YouTube. Again, they are making it very hard for this channel to even be viewed. So if you don't hit that bell, I promise you, you will not be notified. We do also have notifications in our Discord server. So So that's also a great place to get some stuff. Ooh, they're getting their armies behind one of our other armies, I think, to trap them here. Ooh, looks like the Tarascans, are they going to send a diplomat? I don't think so. I think it's all just a ruse. They want us to become a vassal. No way, dude. We are totally going to crush these guys. Now I'm pissed. Now they're talking about us becoming a vassal. Are you insane? Just craziness. Make sure also, guys, to subscribe to our Twitch, which is in the bottom, in the actual message area. Really helps the channel. Oh, boy. All right, well, I'm going to let the British hopefully deal with the Mayans. I'm not going to attack them. It's the last thing I want is a war with the British. That's definitely not something I'm looking forward to. And we can potentially actually make another army here. Did not get rid of the right unit. That's okay, though. I think we'll be all right.
Yes, crossing for battle, laying siege. Is it time to take the walls, my lord?
Not yet.
Orders, noble one. Of course,
so as you can see, there's a huge mountain range here. Makes it very hard for these armies to move together. And this guy absolutely needs some reinforcements. Here at Veracruz, we've got his brother, Pascual. And I'm going to send him out for a fight, but this guy absolutely needs some support. So let's get this, and let's get all those archers. We don't usually go into battle with archers, and I think they'll be very useful here. All right, we're sending everyone out in this battle. And every single person in this army is Spanish, from the actual mainland. But can they beat the Tlaxcalans? Wow, 1,246. Of course we have to fight the battle, but I'm not sure we can win it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, sorry, Sam. It's YouTube, man. It's unfortunate, but it's just what we have to deal with. I mean, honestly, it's ridiculous because, you know, if you subscribe to a channel, you know, ostensibly, you want to get information about the channel. But no, no, no. If it's not CBS or NBC or Fox News or something like that, chances are YouTube's not going to give you any updates. I haven't played in a long time, so it's probably the Steam name I'm using right now, which is Agrippa Maxentius Live, but I change my Steam name all the time. And I don't think I've played Company of Heroes in maybe 2 years, 3 years maybe. Man, this is a creepy battlefield. It's thundering. It's just, it definitely looks like a place we don't want to be. But we have to advance. Into the mountains of madness, men. Wow, that is insane, man. I've never had an army on top of a mountain like that. I mean, that is serious. Like, usually we have hills to deal with. That's crazy. Not even seeing them, really. Just order our men to go here, I guess, and wait. So I'm actually going to go ahead and fast forward. Because this is just a bizarre battlefield. I don't know where the enemy is. Alright, I guess we just keep on moving. They are really making us work for this. Either that or it's a game bug, because I think this is crazy that their army was able to go all the way up there on top of the frickin' mountain. Yeah, so they've got to be up here. Holding Hill 112. Yeah. I think they're just running away. I really do. I mean, unless they're deciding to actually go down this hill, which would be really dumb. Because then we could just charge down that hill and kill them all. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're coming back for the fight. So, yeah, let's get back to regular speed. And we're actually just going to have these guys charge. We've got some arquebusiers. We've got all sorts of fun units here to use. Man, intense fighting, I will say. Like, I'm really, really surprised at how ferocious these guys are. Just their positioning is crazy. It took us forever to get here. Our guys are going to be tired, obviously, from hiking all that way up. Not sure if we can win this one. Conquistadors. Get the archers. It's going to be hard for those guys to get away. We'll do the same with these Tarascon archers. So we've got the Tarascons and the Tlaxcalans. You know, the best thing would be if they started fighting each other, but they're actually really good allies. If they were fighting each other, then we wouldn't have to deal with them. But since they aren't, we are dealing with so many of their armies.
In our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Let's get these archers with our conquistadors. Cavalry alone is so useful here. Kill. And look at that. We're already getting these archers to run. So this might be a cavalry victory. We'll have to see. Wouldn't be the first time. We're going to attack the Kuakue. These are basically the equivalent of the Jaguar warriors for this faction. They are elite troops. But our cavalry is even more elite, as you can see here. Where the hell are our infantry? It took them so long to get here. Let's see how they do. But first, let's actually get this cavalry over here on the flank so that we can be of assistance to them when they get to the front lines. You just imagine, it's only like 30 guys going in against hundreds of native warriors here on the enemy side. Here we go. Show them steel, boys. And now with these guys, we get right behind the enemy and just basically flank attack. Boom. And yeah, we are attacking a spearman unit, but I still feel pretty safe. Considering we're attacking downhill, they're not facing us. A bunch of different factors that are leading me to believe that it's still okay for us to go ahead and charge. Charge. Let none survive, boys. And even our pikemen here are invested in this fight. The thing is, though, these pikemen units, they're just like militia. You know, they're not really made for this kind of warfare. They're made to defend cities, essentially. So this is definitely a first for them.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but
yes, it is, especially since we are losing.
And forging a worthy victory.
We're definitely going to come out of this bloodied and beaten, and I knew that was going to happen because we landed these guys on the coast specifically to take over this Central American area, and it has been very tough to hold. So I'm not surprised that this is going to take a lot of work to hold this area. I think we're going to have to beat this army and then pull back with our current army and hopefully get some reinforcements to them very, very quickly. Maybe even get some native reinforcements, because we're going to lose a lot of guys in just this fight. And they have plenty more. Believe me when I say they have plenty more men. Para España, boys! Come on! Our other group of conquistadors has already retreated, which is not a surprise. I mean, this has not been an easy fight. These guys are freaking tired. Just imagine walking up a mountain like that. You would be... Any of us would be so tired, unless you're extremely, extremely physically fit. You would be so tired by the time you got to the battle, you'd barely be able to swing a blade. So already our guys, just to get here, had to go through hell and back. Welcome, soldados. Sending in some more swordsman militia. But we'll actually go ahead and attack the Cuaquete. Nice! Beautiful initial slash there. Hey Gabriel, how you doing, bud? You looking forward to the game today, man? I think your team is gonna have an interesting game, to say the least. I'm really hoping that Croatia wins, man. I really am. And now the enemy's completely trying to retreat, and I really wanted to fire with our arquebusiers here. See if we can't get one shot off. Come on. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're in it. They're not in it to win it. Yeah, that'd be cool. What kind of Let's Play you want to do, man? Hopefully a FIFA Let's Play with Croatia in a World Cup. That would be neat. I think we're on the cusp to victory, but I am concerned about our buddy here. Let's see if we can't just get off this battlefield without losing a general. That would be huge. And besides, he's got a brother. It's kind of messed up if this guy loses his brother. To have these two brothers on the mainland, I think they sort of complement each other very nicely. I'm going to make one really, really mean, and one is going to be really chivalrous. I think this might actually be the one we make chivalrous. Because we want him to control the coastal cities here in Central America. Oh, I adore it. I adore it. I mean, yeah, I will say that FIFA, in terms of the premier football game, it's pretty unfortunate that it has to be FIFA. But it's all there is. I mean, if there was a better game out there, I would play that instead. But I got to get my football fix. Yeah, FIFA in general is very corrupt, and I don't blame you for not being a fan of their games. It's taking forever to beat just this one army. I told you guys that it was going to be a nasty fight. And for sure, we are going to lose a lot of men.
The enemy are badly
just in this.
My lord, only half our force remains.
Get that half of our force. We're missing one of the enemies. Let's try to see if we can find him.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons the enemy.
That's it. 160, and I think especially since we got so many kills here, it's the perfect time to select our chivalrous general. We'll go ahead and release these people. And Pascual has gotten a trade increase, 1 command. So he actually got an increase to his command for that. But he needs more men. And even if that means natives, I think that's fine. So let's go ahead. Let's fill out these ranks. Some native warriors would really do the trick. I wonder if we're pushing it by attacking, and I think we might be. So I'm actually going to jump back into the town of Veracruz. See if I can't retrain some of these units and actually repair some of these buildings here. And what the hell, we'll also recruit some units too. So Gonsalvo Caracedo is going to have to stay here. And this guy, where's the other guy? I want to get him out of here. Horacio Corral. His army is crushed. We got to try and escape with him.
That is impossible. No, I cannot go there.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. I am really hoping that Gabriel does well. Oh, yeah. That Viet Cong. We were talking about that earlier. It is a hilarious game. And I think you're doing a great job by actually trying to play it. But anyway, guys, if you enjoy this Medieval 2 series and you want to be updated, especially of when we're going live, like I said, just make sure to hit that bell. A lot of people forget to do that. And if you don't hit the bell, you are not going to be notified. You just won't be. I mean, YouTube won't let you know. But I do want to thank everybody for showing up. I hope you like this series, and it's definitely one I want to keep going. I just have a lot of fun playing Medieval 2. What can I say? Yeah, exactly. You got it, Gabriel. You got it, my friend. It's also pretty early, but yeah, we haven't had a stream this empty since... I can't even remember. Since we played a really, really, really bad game before. Cheers, mates.